Hey humans, I'm back. And it's so good to be back. I missed being able to play games and make videos. That being said, I haven't really planned anything for today. I'm not gonna lie, I've spent the last few days working on the Minecraft server, and I haven't really thought on what I was going to do next for the One Chunk Challenge. Which, by the way, you can check on my Discord, or in my Patreon page, how to join the server, if you want to play with me. The server will likely launch by the time this video is uploaded. Anyway, as for the One Chunk, the main idea was to make a storage system, but I think I'm also missing basic stuff like a generic workstation and whatnot. But I never got into detail of what I'm going to do exactly. I'm going to leave that for next episode, and for now I think maybe a generic mob farm, so we can produce bones, arrows, gunpowder, and so on. I think that will make a fun chill episode, before we get into more serious stuff. Staying in theme with the fun chill episode, I thought it would be interesting to not plan anything, and just see where this leads us. I have never made a mob farm before, not even in vanilla. I usually just end up buying rockets from someone instead, and never had a need for rotten flesh. This is going to be a new experience, and probably a very messy one. I'm gonna need to figure out everything as we go. So with that idea in mind, let's get to it. All I know about generic mob farms is that they require a big box, preferably in the sky, which we don't really have any other choice anyway, and several platforms in between for the mobs to spawn. Then a way for the mobs to move down and die. I think the last part should be easy enough with Create. Also, I assume we're going to need some space under the farm to place down things, so that's something I will keep in mind. For now, I think I'm going to place more or less the layout for the box, and see what we're working with. Okay, so, I think I'm going to leave this much room under the mob farm for whatever we might need, I guess a vault and other stuff. I wonder how tall I want this thing to be. We are at Y level 78 right now. 118, this is like 40 blocks tall I believe. That actually looks really tall, might be too much already. For now let's place down the floor, we can think about the height in a moment. Let's fill it with deep slate tiles. And it needs to be the top half. Perfect. And I guess this side over here for the mobs to drop to their death. Yeah, I think this looks fine to me. Let's see, so if I place tinted glass for the walls. What if I place a slab here, maybe there, no, a block? That seems fine, I think. That's 2 blocks tall, I wonder how tall it even needs to be. Maybe like this works. You know what, I'm going to check it on the internet, see how tall each floor needs to be. Okay, so according to a random picture I found, it's 2 blocks tall, then a slab on the top part of the 3rd block. Not like this. Now yes, 2 blocks and a half. I think I'm going to go up with this pattern. Okay humans, this is 10 floors, I think that looks like more than enough, right? Surely that produces enough drops. So let's remove all of this. And lay down the rest of the structure. Might as well add the tinted glass walls while I'm at it. Yeah, this looks alright. So now what? I'm going to place down the belt to kill all the mobs actually. So. Maybe this height should do. Then we just connect it up. Yeah, that will do it. The belt should smack all the mobs into the mechanical saw, for sure. I think I'm going to leave a vault over here, and I will figure out later how exactly I'm going to connect all of this. What I'm going to do is surround the conveyor belt with tinted glass. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't affect the light levels of the floors above, but just in case. And maybe in case all those belts too. Yeah, I think this looks alright. The idea, I think, is to use a minecart to throw the mobs off the platforms, which means, we just need a little bit of power to move the conveyor belt, and the mechanical saw. Instead of connecting it on the steam engines below. I'm just going to make a couple windmills over here, and it should also make it look more variated and interesting, I hope. I'm thinking on having 2 turbines. With 3 blocks long sails should be enough. It really just needs to be a little bit of power for the belt. This is the design I thought about. I think it looks decent. Yeah, I like how it looks. And then back here, I'm going to do the same but the opposite way around. Yeah, I dig it. Okay, both windmills are done. I think they look pretty cool. I moved the power down for now. I think I actually like it a lot. It gives that windmill vibe. Yeah, this turned out really nice. Oh wait, need to adjust the direction. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good so far. So let's test that mechanical saw, shall we? It doesn't work. Maybe further back. Nope, still doesn't work. Weird, I thought this is how it worked. Maybe the mechanical saw isn't spinning. It does seem to be spinning just fine. Oh, maybe it's the belt, it's not quite reaching the blade. Hold up, need to fix the connection. So it's still not working. Yeah, they're taking no damage from it. So what if I just play two instead? They seem to be moving so far. Let's see. Oh nice, it worked now. Okay, I fixed the roof so they stop taking fire damage from the sun. Let's see now. So it is working with two. But not with one. Oh wait, it was the block above. Oh, right, of course, they couldn't reach the blade because of the block. I'm so silly. I think I'm still going to leave two blades, it's already connected anyway. I have added here an extra wall of glass, so the mobs don't get stuck above the mechanical saw. I think it should still be plenty of room for spawns. So I'm thinking, maybe placing the minecart along this line. It looks fairly alright from the outside. I think this should be fairly easy to do. Just need to raise a line of chassis all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, that should do. Now, let's see, what should I use to push them around? Actually, why not some trapdoors? Just like that. Now we just need to copy it for every single floor. And glue it all together. Yeah, this looks fine. My logic is, if it reaches this glass wall, maybe the mobs phase through the trapdoor, and get pushed to the hole. Otherwise with a full block, maybe they just get stuck in the wall instead. That's the idea anyway. And it looks kinda funny, like one of those data center or something. Let's grab the contraption, and see if this works at all. While I was working on the rails, I realized the block in front is the mechanical saw, that one doesn't count as full block, so it doesn't make the minecart bounce back. I'm gonna need to adjust the contraption a little bit. Oh, yeah, this windmill is going to mess up with it, for sure. Well, here goes nothing. It seems to be doing alright. Yeah, never mind, it already broke. I removed some sails, and moved the rail one block back, so it reaches the last block. It's still not quite reaching the wall, I wonder if that will be enough. Oh, there is one mob there. Yeah, it's just pushing it against the wall, and doing nothing else. This clearly doesn't work. It's not even pushing the enemies on the other side either. Trapdoors were the worst idea ever. I decided I'm just gonna fill it up with more chassis instead. That should do it just fine, hopefully. Let's see now. Okay, some are falling down. Never mind, that creeper isn't falling. Neither are most spiders. Even this skelly isn't moving from the wall. Okay humans, I added a bunch of trapdoors to see if it improves the situation at all. Okay, it kinda improved the wall situation, but it still can't move spiders around. So many spiders are stuck in here. This idea was even worse than before. Alright, I was checking on the internet, and apparently, people use trapdoors to prevent spiders from spawning to begin with. So I guess no spiders for us. See if I can make the rest to work at least. Maybe figure out how to still have spiders later on. For now I just need to follow this pattern with trapdoors that I saw on the internet. Alright, there shouldn't be any more spiders. Let's see if we can kill the rest at least. It's still a bit wonky, though it seems like it eventually works. It's also going through that mob. That's not very good. Look at this, so many are against the wall again. I think minecarts might not have been the way to go after all. It doesn't properly reach the wall, and I'm starting to think it goes too fast to properly push the mobs along. It's glitching through them all the time. I wonder if there is any way to move the minecart slightly more towards the wall. Let me remove this really quick to test something. Oh dear, well, goodbye contraption. So, I went to test with a gantry because those are slower, then realized, of course, those don't go through blocks, so it was a waste of time. I made a huge mess for nothing. Then, I tested with controller rails, since you can choose the speed on those. But, it was also a waste of time. Okay humans, I've been thinking about this for like an hour now, and I haven't found a decent way to push them with the space I have. I think it would be so much easier without walls, and if it was a cylinder instead. So I guess the only option left is to use encased fans. I'm going to check really quick how far they actually go. Alright, so this is more than the chunk is wide. Maybe we just replace this entire wall with fans then. Oh dear, this is going to be such a waste of stress units. I guess it looks better than I thought it would. Well, this is spinning so far, let's see if it's working at all. Oh yeah, look at that, some mobs got pushed down. Oh, this tiny zombie is too short for the fan, guess I will have to add some more then. We're already deep in this mess anyway. That just looks ridiculous if you ask me. But hey, the steam engine is doing just fine, so I guess it's worth it. It does look like it's working alright though. Not sure how good the rates should be, but the mobs are being pushed around now. I wonder if this would work with spiders too. With all this wind pushing everything around, maybe they don't get stuck anymore. While I was keeping a look at the spawn rates, I took the time to make a little storage system for it. It's not much, but it does seem to be gathering plenty of resources. I think this mob farm turned out alright. I couldn't be bothered to improve it, even though I think I could fix the spider problem, and adapt it to get Enderman too. But on the other hand, those windmills look funny. And the encased fan wall looks less ridiculous than I thought it would. I still think it looks like a data center, or like a server or something. Well, this is going to be it for this episode. I hope the humans enjoyed the fun and chill. It surely was messy and silly at some parts of it. Even more in the middle when I caused a complete mess with the gantries. There was no way of keeping that footage while retaining any level of dignity. But, I had a lot of fun making this farm, and I hope it was a fun watch. Next time I'm likely going for that storage system, and the final touches to the bottom of the chunk, and that might conclude the series, so make sure to tell me what you think I shouldn't miss building in this project. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord if you ever want to chat when I'm not on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.